And on today's episode of Jobs in the Shed with Mike, we have a cracked wheel to repair. Probably not going to go into full detail on this because that's liability I don't want. I'm just going to show you the general gist of it. And so this is the crack we got. You see it goes somewhere up into here, and if we focus, you know, the crack dives off in two directions. But I'm going to get my strippy wheel. Not sure what these are, but these are magic for stripping paint off. Going to strip it on both sides, do a crack test, see where the fine ends are, and then drill it. So the thing I really like about these is A, it's super fast, and B, it doesn't actually take any base metal off. Well, I mean, it will take a smidgen off, but very little. So next step, get some dye penetrant on there, do a crack test. So for those of you that don't know, doing a dye penetrant test is a 3-step. You clean it, you put the penetrant on, you wait, you wipe the penetrant off, you hit it with a developer. I shall see if I remember to take videos while I go do it. So it's basically just a case of hose it on there. To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of this brand. It seems incredibly watery. But now we just let it soak in. And give it, I think, 15-20 minutes, whatever it says on the can. And be back soon. Alright, been with the cleaner, done the penetrant, wipe the penetrant off, developer. Ew, yuck. We put a little bit of that on. You see it's starting to get a bit of a white dust look to it. In a minute that'll start going red following the crack. Now just got to hose down the inside with the same thing and make sure the crack ends at the same place on both sides. So looking at the inside, it stops just there. But if we flip it around and look at the outside where I looked at before, you see that red trace that comes out to here. I need a better pointing stick, but that red trace out to here is going to focus. That red trace out to there is about the end of the crack. So stop drill that, gouge it out, send it. It's quite neat to notice that that second one I thought in the crevice there that was going to go up wasn't actually a crack. That's why you do a penetrant test. So now I've got the end of it stop drilled to stop the crack propagating any further through the wheel. You have two choices. You can get in there with a aluminium carbide burr, or my personal preference, what's called a weld chaser or a meat axe, or as some of my friends call it, a death wheel. Sticks on your grinder, puts a 6mm slit, and we'll open that right up through to my hole, fill it up and send it. So that's that crack all gouged out with the death wheel. Now I'm going to wipe all the stuff off, get it nice and clean, and weld her up. So for a cast wheel, that actually welded surprisingly nice. So welded one side, going to come along and die grind that out nice and clean, and weld up both sides so it's a decent weld. Alright, so that's all die ground out nice and clean. Let's not worry about that little altercation with the die grinder. I do need to take a bit more paint up here, so I'll do that, and then we're going to blaze it up. And that's all welded up. Now to take the bulk of the weld off and make it look a bit prettier. Next step. And there we are. Nice and magic. Never even know there was a crack there. So that's more or less how I repair cracks and wheels. That took about 20 minutes to do, super easy. Got one more to do. I'm not going to film that. I've got other stuff to do on the weekend. So yeah, that's Projects in the Shed with Mike. Have a good one. I know I said I wasn't going to record this one, but I've just sanded the paint off to have a look at it, and we're in for a treat. So you can see the crack. That's pretty self-explanatory. But you can also see this little mystery over in there. What is that, you ask? It is another repair that has been, let's use the word attempted. So if you look at where the crack is here. Up here is where the repair is, and it looks like it goes all the way down, went all the way down to there. I'm lucky that this crack only goes to here, but again, do a dye pen test, see where it goes. Wish me luck. And this is why we dye pen test. There's the crack, then just up here is the original repair. And you see the crack goes a lot further than we expected, or than I expected anyway. So again, actually it almost joins up to the original one. So what I might actually do is stop drill that, drill the end of that old repair, and just redo the whole thing by the look of it. And let's see how this goes. Right, so you can see where I stop drilled it, and you can see where I drilled out the repair. There's still another one I've missed above it, so you're going to have to drill that as well. But one thing that was really interesting is when I was using my death wheel to groove it out like that, there was sparks coming off the aluminium. The only way for sparks to get on the aluminium is when there's tungsten in the weld, which would explain why it's cracked again. Good times. Looks like I'm in for a whole bunch of fun here. Focus. Don't know if you can see that down in there. Focus. Focus. That is a piece of tungsten. Woo! Exciting times. So that was an absolute joy to weld up. Don't worry about those little gems there. That was when my die grinder ran away on me. Now, yeah, not pretty at all. A lot of shit in there. Managed to get it as clean as I can. Still got that little bit on the lip there to touch up. And send it. When it comes to little bits like that, you see how I've just filed it out. Just getting there with a file, just and then it's nice and clean to weld. Actually came out not too bad. Wasn't entirely crap. So that was a bit harder than it was supposed to be, but dug the few bits of tungsten out that I found. Hopefully it hasn't rooted my meat axe. All in all, job done.